Hello everyone, this is Deepak Singhal. I welcome you all to the platform of Vidya Guru. If you guys are the first timers, then I request you all to kindly subscribe and like this video. If you like it, kindly share it with all of your friends who are also preparing for the same examination like SSC, for IBPS, for any of the banking exam, or for SSC, CGL. All of these current affairs which I'm going to take today, these are damn important, guys. And yes, if you are listening me for the first time, again, I'm going to repeat this. Then kindly subscribe my channel and like this video. Your suggestions are requested. If you want to suggest me something, you can write in the comment section. I'll read it and I'll try to adopt all of your suggestions in my daily classes. Dear students, it is very much important for you guys to note this, that this current affair is very, very important for any government examination you guys are preparing for, because for all the government examination, the thing that matters the most is the current affairs. And I prepared these current affairs considering that all of the important topics of the month should be completed here only in this half an hour session. So without wasting your precious time, let's start the session. The very first current affair is talking about just the summary, which I'm going to take today, like the Henley Passport Index, something about the DRDO, RRR's Natu Natu song, 17th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, and the RBI's green bonds. So these are the highlights which I'm going to take today. The part one of the video is already there on the channel. You guys can check it out. And if you like the session, again, I'm saying this, kindly share it with all of the friends who are preparing the same like you guys, because all of you need the current affairs that should be completed in the holistic manner, considering the fact that the current affairs play a very important role in your government examination, in your success. So the very first current affair is talking about the Henley Passport Index 2023. And yes, in this passport index, Japan again retained its top position. Japan is called the most powerful passport in the world. You know why? Because with the Japanese passport, anyone can have visa-free entry to 193 global destinations. Japan is at the top for the fifth year in a row, and it is the most favorable, the most powerful passport in the world. If I compared like the Henley Passport Index 2023 and the position of India, India is at 85th position in the rankings. Yes, 85th position in the ranking, and we have access to around 59 destinations, including like the 85th position is shared by Mauritania and Uzbekistan. The top 10 countries in the Henley Passport Index 2023 are as following, like the Japan has access to 193 destinations. Singapore, South Korea, yes, they share the second position. They have access to 192 destination, visa-free destination. My dear Germany and Spain, they share the third position, have access to 190 destination, and so on. Kindly remember all of these names. And yes, the position of India is 85th, which is shared by two other countries. And we have access to 59 countries in the world. Yes, I'm talking about the visa-free entry, guys. Then we have the second current affair, very important. It is talking about Mr. Surinder Chawla, who has been appointed as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Paytm Payments Bank. Yes, that this decision has been approved by the apex bank of the country, that is Reserve Bank of India, for the period of 3 years. Chawla will replace the Paytm Payments Bank CEO, Mr. Satish Kumar Gupta, who retired the previous year in the month of October, with Dipender Singh Rathore serving as the interim CEO. Whereas the founder of Paytm and the CEO is Vijay Shekhar Sharma, and the Paytm is a firm based in Noida, founded in the year 2010 in the month of August. This is Mr. Surinder Chawla. Then we have Mr. Kevin McCarthy. Yes, this person. He has been elected recently as the new Speaker of US House of Representatives. If you guys remember, like before this man, Kevin McCarthy, the US House of the Speaker of US House of Representative was Nancy Pelosi. Yes, she was the only one because of which China and Taiwan tensions are still there in the world, because she visited Taiwan after so many warnings given by China. And this is the major cause because of which people are saying that it is because of her move that the China and Taiwan relations are so stressed. Kevin McCarthy, who's a Republican leader, has been elected as the Speaker of US House of Representatives. And with this move, my dear, the President Joe Biden's Democratic Party has come in the minority in the House of Representatives because in America there is only two-party system. Like we have the Democratic Party and the other party is the Republican Party. And if you will ask me, Joe Biden is from the Democratic Party, whereas his predecessor, I'm talking about Mr. Donald Trump, he was from the Republican Party. So Kevin McCarthy, 57, who is of 57 years old, and the leader of Democratic Party, he has replaced Nancy Pelosi, who was the leader of Democratic Party in the House of Representatives. A great move. And with this move, people have started talking about, like, because we all know the kind of decision Joe Biden's administration is taking. And because of those decisions, the way Joe Biden and America is being criticized around the world, it is not being liked by Americans also. For example, the move means the way Americans got out of Afghanistan, the way Russia-Ukraine crisis is going on, the way China and Taiwan tensions are still on. According to various experts, they are of the view that Americans, they always want a kind of a passive war-like situation around the world. You know why? Because Americans, they like to give demo of their weapons. Because by giving demo of their weapons, they boost up their economy by selling them. For example, the way Patriot missile system is handed over to Ukraine President Mr. Zelensky when he had a secret route and visited to meet Mr. Joe Biden in America. What was that move, guys? That move was to showcase that what is the capacity and the capability of, yes, I'm talking about the Patriot missile defense system, which has been handed over to Ukrainians by Americans. This is how Americans, they boost up their economy. And now this move of America, it has become very clear to the world. And I think this is the most important reason that why the world is not liking the policies of America. He is Mr. Kevin McCarthy. Then we have the next current affair related to Khelo India Youth Games 2022. The theme song and the mascot has been unveiled. The State Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, he inaugurated the mascot, who has been named as Asha. And the theme song for the 5th edition of Khelo India Youth Games is to be hosted by MP. The theme song is Hindustan Ka Dil Dhadka Do, which has been sung by the famous singer Shan. And yes, it is the song to be sung. Sorry, it is a song to be heard, my dear. The torch of Khelo India Youth Games was named Amarkantak, on which the figure of Ma Narmada is also engraved. Amarkantak is the most important hill and a plateau in MP, if you guys remember some geography of MP. Khelo India Youth Game. On this occasion, Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan announced to give 5 lakh rupees for sports training to the sportsperson who have won medals in Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, and Olympics. And he has also announced to give those person direct DSP post who won the medals. The games will be hosted in Madhya Pradesh from 31st of January till 11th of January 2023. And for the first time, some water sports like kayaking, canoeing, canoe salam, and fencing will be the part of this edition. The 8 cities which will be hosting the Khelo India program are Bhopal, Indore, Jabalpur, Gwalior, Ujjain, Maheshwar, Mandla, and Balaghat. My dear, these 8 cities which will be hosting the Khelo India Youth Games are very, very important. This is the very important edition. And my dear, this is for the 5th edition, which is going to be organized in MP. Do remember that. So, sir, the question is very much obvious. Sir, where the other 4 editions were held? Yes, my dear. The Khelo India Youth Games started in the year 2018, and the first city to host it was New Delhi, and the winner was Haryana. 2019 was the 2nd edition, which was held in Pune, and the winner was Maharashtra. In 2020, we had the 3rd edition in Guwahati, winner was Maharashtra again. And in 2021, the event was organized in Panchkula. Yes, it is in Haryana, and the winner was Haryana only. So very important. And now we have the 2022 event, which is going to be held in MP. According to some experts, if I see the previous records, like Haryana and Maharashtra, they are winning the games. might be this year might be Haryana is on to make a triplet. Then we have the next and the most important current affair, very, very important, my dear. This is the successful launch of Prithvi 2 at the Chandipur, Odisha. If you guys are not aware with this, then I would like you to move your attention to the missile man of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, under whose leadership a program was started, and the program is called as Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. Under this program, 5 missiles were to be developed, which are known by the name of Patna. What is this Patna? P stands for Prithvi, the A stands for Agni, T stands for Trishul, N stands for Nag, and A stands for Akash. These are the 5 missiles. If you will ask me about Prithvi, dear, there are 3 variants of Prithvi. Prithvi 1, Prithvi 2, Prithvi 3. So very recently, we have made a successful launch of Prithvi 2 at Chandipur, Odisha. It was successfully trained on 10th of January 2023 from the integrated test range at Chandipur off the coast of Odisha. My dear, Prithvi 2 is an indigenously developed surface-to-surface short-range ballistic missile. What is a ballistic missile? Ballistic missile is that missile which makes a parabolic part like this, a parabola. It is called short range. Why? Because the range of this Prithvi 2 is approximately between 250 to 350 kilometers, and it can carry 1 ton payload. Yes, this missile is nuclear capable also. We generally called it nuke. Nuke Prithvi 2 means that the Prithvi 2 is also nuclear capable. Generally, the nuclear payloads are loaded in the top of the missile. Yes, the missile system is capable of hitting targets with a very high degree of accuracy. And why such I would say, if I ask you that, why such missile training programs and why such tests are being organized by India? Because we saw that the previous year, India also test fired Agni 5. And Agni 5 was also the most important launch of India. And this year we started, means within just a gap of 1 month, we again successfully test fired Prithvi 2. Why are we doing this? I think this is all because of the Ladakh standoff between China and India. The way China deployed its KD cruise missile system, if you guys are not aware with this, China deployed the KD cruise missile system over India-China border. So just to showcase them that we also have something like Prithvi 2, we also deployed our Prithvi 2 over it. My dear, Prithvi 2, it can be fired from a mobile launcher, and that mobile launcher is 8x8. This 8x8 mobile launcher is a special type of truck which is being built by Tata for the Indian Army. It can be launched from 8x8 trucks. This is the speciality of Prithvi 2. Most of our anti-missile defense system, for example, the most important anti-missile defense system is PAD, PAD, is being built with the help of Prithvi 2 missile system. So it is very, very important for you guys to know it. My dear, it was initially developed for the Indian Air Force as the primary user, but it was later inducted into Indian Army as well. So there are 3 variants of Prithvi missiles, and these 3 variants are for Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. So this is very, very important. The missile was first inducted into India's Strategic Forces Command in 2003, and it was the first missile developed under the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, which was started in the year 1982 to 83 under the presidency of Missile Man of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And the 5 missile system under this Integrated Guided Missile Development Program can be remembered by the short name, that is Patna, where the P stands for Prithvi, A stands for Agni, T stands for Trishul, N stands for Nag, and A stands for Akash. If you guys are not aware with this, then let me clear this also, that out of the 5 missiles, the Trishul system of Indian, like the Trishul system of this Integrated Guided Missile Development Program is failed as of now. It is failed as of now. And because our Trishul failed miserably, this is the reason why we imported the Barak missiles. Now, you guys will be telling me from which country we have purchased these Barak missiles. In the comment section, do mention it. Heading forward to the next important current affair, it is about DRDO. But before I go and talk about some important details about DRDO, it is important for all of you to know that DRDO stands for Defense Research and Development Organization. This is our organization established in the year 1958. Headquarters, it is in New Delhi, and the chairman is Samir V. Kamath. Now, heading forward to the most important detail of DRDO. My dear, the DRDO has recently developed an unmanned aerial vehicle. This is very, very important because the unmanned aerial vehicle can fly with a payload of 5 to 25 kg, and it is also capable of dropping the bombs in enemy territories. So this aircraft has been displayed at the 108 Indian Science Congress, which has been recently concluded in Nagpur, Maharashtra. And the aircraft can conduct some autonomous missions within a radius of 5 kilometers and automatically return to the origin after delivering the cargo to the designated location. Very, very important. The multi-copter payload has been successfully tested by DRDO at an altitude of 40,000 feet in Sikkim. Can you guys believe this? It has been successfully tested by DRDO at an altitude of 40,000 feet in Sikkim. After 2 more trials, this UAV is ready to be inducted into our armed forces. And once it is inducted, yes, my dear, it is going to be a game changer for the defense forces of India. Because yes, we can use these UAVs in order to protect our territorial integrity. And yes, just like our Prime Minister said, as we guys will move towards the road of development, many friends which are behaving like that, the many countries who are looking like as if they are friends to us, those friends will show their real character as we guys will start developing. For example, this America. What do you think that this America is a real friend? Actually is a real friend? No, guys, never ever mistake America to be a real friend. America is that country who has deceived many countries before. So I can purely not trust Americans for whatever they have done to various countries in the world. Heading forward to the next current affair, it is Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister celebrated traditional Chharchara festival in Raipur. So Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel organized the traditional festival Chharchara at Dudhadhari Mutt in capital Raipur. This festival is celebrated on the full moon night of the Hindu calendar month of Paush. It is a festival of receiving and giving charity, whereas giving charity brings generosity in the mind and taking charity ends the ego. Just look at the words. Giving charity brings generosity, whereas taking charity ends the ego. So it is a win-win situation. On this occasion, people from every class, including our Annadata, the food givers, farmers, they also donate the food grains. Chhattisgarh, some facts about Chhattisgarh, like the capital is Raipur, governor is Anusuya Ukhe, chief minister is Mr. Bhupesh Baghel. Then we have this 120 feet tall polo statue inaugurated by our Home Minister Amit Shah in Manipur. So on 6th January 2023, Mr. Amit Shah inaugurated this 120 feet tall statue of a polo player at the Merging Polo Complex in Imphal, East District of Manipur. Various projects were also launched by our Union Home Minister. The polo game in Manipur. Yes, Manipur is known as the birthplace of polo in India. Very, very important. What is this polo? The modern game of polo is derived from Manipur. Can you guys tell me any one Sultan of Delhi Sultanate who died while playing the polo? And during Delhi Sultanate, polo was named as Chaugan. Can you tell me that Sultan of Delhi Sultanate who died while playing polo? Yes, dear, that Sultan is Qutbuddin Aibak. That is a person who died while playing Chaugan, means polo. He was the one who used to be called as Lakh Baksh, the givers in lakhs. So the oldest polo ground in the world is the Imphal Polo Ground in Manipur. So the polo, which is a loved game in the world, India is considered to be the birthplace of it. Sorry. This is how the statue was unveiled. Manipur, the capital is Imphal. Mr. La Ganesan is the governor and Biren Singh is the chief minister. Joshimath. It is a very, very depressing news. Joshimath, which is a pious, I would say, Joshimath is generally considered as a gateway to the Hemkund Sahib, which is a very pious Gurudwara of Sikh religion. And yes, a very important dham for Hindus located in Uttarakhand, that is Badrinath. Recently, some cracks were seen on the roads, and from those cracks, the water was coming out. And it has opened a new debate, because back in 1980s, a committee declared that Joshimath is a sensitive zone. And because it is a sensitive zone, the government of India should not be doing any kind of a development work, or should not be allowing any kind of development work in Joshimath. But even after such persistent warnings, we didn't stop. And very recently, I read somewhere that Joshimath has subsided around 5 centimeters. And if this is the news, and if this is the cause, just think that how many people are going to be affected by this. The people, they are being evacuated out of the Joshimath. This is a very sorry state to think, because we guys are just sitting at our homes and studying. Just imagine one day when a government officer will come to your home and will say that kindly vacate this home because it comes under the danger zone. And that home has been constructed by your grandfathers, like with their so much struggle. Will it be easy for you guys to vacate that? No, guys. So Joshimath in Uttarakhand is currently facing some landslides, and it has been declared as a landslide subsistence zone. According to the localites, they are saying that it all happened because of a dam. It all happened because of a tunnel which was being made. And because of that tunnel, the underground water resource, it came out and it started going inside the mountains. This is how the houses in Joshimath, they are showing the signs of water through the cracks. So Joshimath, big cracks are seen between the people, houses and the roads. It is a hill town located on Rishikesh Badrinath National Highway, which is NH7 in the Chamoli district of Uttarakhand. And here it is not the first time when we are hearing something like that. We know that some years ago we also had a Chamoli glacier crisis, and all these things are happening in the land of Devs, means the land of gods, Uttarakhand. The city is a tourist town as it serves as a rest stop for the people who are visiting Badrinath, Oli, Valley of Flowers, and Hemkund Sahib. See how this is going to affect everyone. Now we have the next current affair, Kerala. Kerala declared first state to enable digital banking service. Yes, my dear. On 7 January 2023, the Chief Minister of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan, announced that the Kerala has become the first state in the country where the banking sector has now gone completely digital. Yes, the banking sector has now gone completely digital in Kerala. And this is very, very nice, because Kerala is not the state which is ahead in terms of education. But if you remember that thing, like when the India was facing the second wave of COVID-19, and when every one of us was rushing towards buying or purchasing the oxygen cylinders, Kerala was the only state at that time who developed sufficient infrastructure for oxygen and also for the hospitality. So yes, this state is very great in terms of its development, in terms of its management. And now it has again proven it, because it has become the first state. It has got that honor to be called as a first state of the country who has gone completely digital. At least means Kerala is the first state in the country to digitize at least one savings and current accounts in all the districts. It is noteworthy in this context that in the year 2021, Thrissur in Kerala became the first district to implement the full digital banking. Means just one district was there in 2021, and now just after 2 years, the whole state became digital banking. Sorry, the whole state has now become the first state in the country to offer you digital banking. So after this, the Kottayam district of state also implemented a full digital banking system. So what is this? My dear, this shows a very important perspective of financial inclusion. And my dear, financial inclusion is very, very important, not only for the banking sector to grow, but greater the financial inclusion, greater will be the ease of doing business in that state. And yes, the infrastructure and the investment will also be affected. The state chief minister also said in his address that the state government ambitious Kerala fiber optic network project, which is almost complete, will bridge the digital divide. The KFON will ensure the internet facility for all in the state, and a 17,155 kilometer long optic fiber cable network has been laid. Once it is completed, the internet will be available to all in the state at the affordable rate or the free of cost. So it has already gone digital. And once this optical fiber network is also completed, just think of it. It is going to bring a revolution in the state. International Kite Festival kicked off in Ahmedabad on 8th January. The festival, which is being organized after a gap of 2 years, was inaugurated by the Chief Minister, Mr. Bhupendra Patil. And the G20 is also going to be organized here in Ahmedabad, which is organized on the theme, One Earth, One Family, One Future. Yes, our motto, Vasudev Kutumbakam. Apart from Ahmedabad, the International Kite Festival will also be organized in some more cities like Surat, Vadodara, Rajkot, Dwarka, Somnath, Dhordo, and Kevadia. Then this is how this International Kite Festival was organized. The 68 countries participating in the event, they are Australia, Canada, France, Russia, Germany, Greece, Israel, Egypt, Colombia, Denmark, New Zealand, Indonesia, Italy, Mexico, South Africa, Belgium, Bahrain, Iraq, and Malaysia. This International Kite Festival has been celebrated every year on 14th January since 1989. Yes, then we have the next current affair about Odisha, who won the UN Habitat's World Habitat Award 2023 for the Jaga mission. The Odisha won the UN Habitat World Habitat Awards 2023 for the state's 5 initiative Jaga mission. So what are these 5 initiatives? Transparency, technology, teamwork, time, and transformation. What is this Jaga mission? Jaga mission is a land ownership and a slum upgradation program. Do remember this. It is a land ownership and a slum upgradation program which is aimed at empowering the lives of slum dwellers. Under the leadership of the Chief Minister, Mr. Naveen Patnaik, the Odisha government has set an ambitious target of becoming the first state in the country to become slum-free. So earlier in 2019, Odisha Jaga Mission also received the World Habitat Award for its success in providing land security for the slum dwellers. And again, now in 2023, it has won the UN Habitat's World Habitat Awards. The UN World Habitat Award, yes, the Odisha won it for the 5 Ts. An overview of the news is that this is everything which I have already discussed, but some more things to be noted down here is that the state of Odisha is spearheading the Jaga Mission program to upgrade all the 2919 slums, and the initiative has provided land patta security to around 1,75,000 families in the last 5 years, and 100% households in 2,724 slums have been provided with the piped water connections, and 707 slums have been converted into fully livable housing. So very, very important. Then we have RRR's Natu Natu, who has won the historic Golden Globe for the best original song. Yes, the South Cinema's film RRR has created history at the 80th Golden Globe Awards 2023 because the film Telugu song Natu Natu has won the Best Song Award, and it has become the first Indian song to win this prestigious award. Again, I'm repeating this. It has become the first Indian song to win this prestigious award. The song was composed by Mr. M. Keeravani, and the song was sung by Kala Bhairava and Rahul Sipliganj. In the Golden Globe Awards 2023, the film RRR received nominations in 2 categories, including the Best Film Non-English, and the other category was the Best Original Song Motion Picture. RRR was directed by Rajamouli, is based on nationalism and brotherhood, a fabulous movie. It stars famous actors Ram Charan and NTR were in lead roles. Rajamouli recently won the prestigious New York Film Critics Circle Award for the Best Director. And earlier in the foreign language category, the film Salaam Bombay 1988 and The Monsoon Wedding 2001 were nominated. Both these films were directed by Meera Nair, and both the films are completely different from RRR. This is how Rajamouli received the award. This is the famous picture of the song Natu Natu. Then we have Chief Justice of India Chandrachud to be conferred with the award for global leadership by the Harvard Law School Center. He has been selected for this award by the Harvard Law School Center in the recognition of his lifetime service to the legal profession nationally and internationally. The award was presented to our CGI in an online program on 11 January 2023. Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, whose complete name is Dhananjay Yashwant Chandrachud, was born on 11th November 1959 in Mumbai. LLB, he has completed his LLB from the Campus Law Center, DU, LLM and doctorate in jurisprudence from the Harvard School, USA, and he took oath as the 50th Chief Justice of India. Even his father remained as the longest Chief Justice of India also. Do comment me the name of the father of D.Y. Chandrachud. Then we have RBI. RBI is to issue some green bonds in the 2 tranches of 8,000 crore each. And the RBI on 6th of January said this. The central government is issuing these sovereign green bonds as part of its total market borrowing strategy. These bonds are being issued to promote some green infrastructure. So the bonds which are issued to promote the green infrastructure, those bonds are called green bonds. Central government has already released the framework of sovereign green bond on 9th November 2022, my dear. Sovereign green bonds worth 8,000 crore will be issued on January 25th, 2023. And in this green bond, the green bond worth 4,000 crore will be issued for 5 years. And the sovereign green bond worth 4,000 crore again will be issued for next 10 years. Apart from this, the sovereign green bonds worth 8,000 crores will be issued as next installment on 9th February 2023. So anything which is going to promote the green infrastructure, any bond, that bond is called a green bond. So what are the sovereign green bonds? These are the bonds that are used by the government to finance the projects that have a positive impact on the environment. Very important. This bond was launched in 2007 by the European Investment Bank and World Bank. Green bond is an instrument that helps in raising funds for the green projects. Funds from these bonds will be invested in public sector projects that help reduce carbon intensity. These bonds fall in 9 special categories. And some of these projects like renewable energy, energy efficiency, clean transportation, green building. And with this, the government aims to attract even the foreign investors. Very, very important. Then we have something about the RBI, which was established on 1st April 1935 under the RBI Act of 1934. This bank was nationalized on 1st January 1949. And from this time period onwards, RBI is the apex bank of the country. Central office of it used to be in Kolkata, but later on it was shifted to Mumbai in 1937. And now it is in Mumbai only. The directors here are appointed for 4-year term by the government of India. The first governor of RBI was Sir Osborne Smith, and the first Indian governor of RBI was C.D. Deshmukh. The only prime minister who was the governor of RBI also was Dr. Manmohan Singh, and the first women deputy governor of RBI was K.G. Udeshi. Very important. Sorry, K.J. Udeshi. Then we have 17th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. which is celebrated every 2 years on 9th January to mark the contribution of the overseas Indian community in the development of India. My dear, why this is celebrated? Generally, Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is celebrated in the memory of Mahatma Gandhi, who returned India on 9th January 1915. So just to mark that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 3-day 17th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Convention and a digital exhibition on the contribution of the overseas Indians in the freedom struggle in Indore, MP. And the theme of this convention is Diaspora, Reliable Partners for India's Progress in the Age of Amrit. Yes, just like I told you, Mahatma Gandhi, the memory of Mahatma Gandhi, it is celebrated. And its first celebrations were started in the year 2003. And from that period onwards, we have the celebration. In the year 2015, it was revised and it was decided to celebrate Pravasi Bharatiya Divas every 2 years. Very important. So this is the end of today's bulletin. So just for memorizing all of the important topics, just to show it to all, like what I have covered so far. This was the news related to Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Then we had green bonds. This is CGI Chandrachud to be given the Global Leadership Award by Harvard Law School. Then we have RRR Natu Natu won the historic Golden Globe Award. Then we have Odisha, which has won the World Habitat Award 2023. Then we have the International Kite Festival, which is kicked off in Ahmedabad to be celebrated some other cities as well. Then Kerala, first state in India to be to have the digital banking, completely digital banking, Joshimath as a landslide subsistence zone. Manipur, where we have a 120 feet tall polo statue. Then we have Chhattisgarh, whose CM celebrated the Charchara festival in Raipur. Then we have DRDO to be have unmanned vehicle, which can carry up to 5 to 25 kg of weight. Then we have successful launch of Prithvi 2. Yes, for your convenience, just to tell you that this is the integrated integrated guided missile development program under the leadership of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Do remember that. Then we have the Khelo India Youth Games 2022, and this is how Mr. Kevin McCarthy become the new Speaker of US House of Representatives. Surinder Chawla to be the new MD and CEO of Paytm Payments Bank and the Henley Passport Index. This is what I covered today. My dear, if you like my session, if you like the way of teaching, if you like the way of discussing every important news, kindly click that thumbs up button. Also subscribe the channel and do press the bell icon if you like it. And if you really like it, my dear, kindly share the session as much as possible so that other students, they should also be learning something out of these videos. If you want to give me any suggestion, kindly write it in the comment section. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. We'll try to incorporate all of the suggestions that you give me in my next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.